welcome to another pen video from me, Penultimate Dave. So I have here another unboxing and review video. Now this is an older Visconti, and I have to say I'm very glad I found this when I did, and I was able to add this to my collection. So when I say an older Visconti, this is from I think about 2006. Now, I'll lift the lid on the box here, on the outer box, and you'll see this lovely old-style Visconti lacquered box. And if I just remove that out of the way, you'll see that box in all its glory. It's got a bit of a felt on the base there. And if I lift the lid, you are going to see a Visconti Opera Master, and you've got the Visconti there, and if I lift this, you'll see an Opera Master demo. Now, this isn't any Opera Master demo. I've had this one before. It's not that one. What it is what they call the Turtle. Now, technically, this was actually called the Tobacco. You do see a little bit of cracking of that sort of leather or faux leather there. But then you have this wonderful pen. And this is a pen. I'll remove the box and just move it out of the way. This pen is a pen that I've been after for a number of years. I think I saw this in 2016, 2017. And I've been wanting it ever since. I had the opportunity to buy one. It was heavily used. The ink window was stained. I think it had some micro cracks in the ink window as well. And then when I decided not to buy it, I bought another pen, and then another one turned up, and that was both at Bertram's Inkwell. But again, staining on the ink window, and that does happen from time to time. And I passed on it because I'd already bought another pen. And it's now been, I think that was 2018. So that's what, 6 years later, I finally found another one. And this is the Visconti Opera Master Tobacco. Very glad that I found it when I did. I was looking on eBay, and I was searching for other manufacturers of pens like Montblancs, and Notos, and I didn't find anything, and I just thought, let's go and check my Visconti search, and this one popped up, and I was in awe that this popped up. Now, this is a limited edition run of 888, and this is 779 that you'll see there. It is a Powervac. It's a double reservoir, the old screw threads. You do have an ink window, which is clear. This had never been inked up. And I have an older style Visconti 18 karat gold. And this is a medium nib. And I'm just really glad I did pick this one up. You can post the cap. It's a little bit unwieldy, a little bit back weighted, because you've got the metal here on the cap band and also the metal on the Powervac knob. But I'm glad that I saw this and I picked it up. I actually offered the private seller, there was a make-in offer. I made an offer and he accepted and then shipped the pen straight away. So very glad that I added this one to my collection. I did an about it a little bit because I've got a number of Opera Masters. I sold one or two, and I did think, well, I'm not writing with Opera Masters. Do I really want to buy this one? But if there was any that I wanted to buy, it would have been this one. So I decided I just had to go and buy it. It's got this lovely translucent tobacco-like look to it. Visconti at some point called it the Turtle as well as the Tobacco. But this is just a beautiful pen. So very glad I managed to pick this up when I did. This was actually right over the New Year period from between 2024 and 2025. So I think with that, let's do a size check, we'll do a weight check, we'll do a pen comparison, and then we'll do a writing sample. So the full length of the pen, we are looking at about 155 millimeters in length. The length of the cap, we're looking at 70 millimeters in length. And I'm not going to need to balance this because it's not a round pen. It is what Visconti used to call squaring the circle. So it won't roll away, which is nice. The length of the body from the tip of the nib or tip of the tines, we're looking at, I want to say 142 millimeters in length. So this is definitely an oversized pen for sure. And you can see that in my hand. It is a beautiful pen. I really do like the look at this pen a lot. So I think with that, let's do a weight check. Now, this is a heavy pen. So the full weight of the pen, and this at the moment is uninked, we're looking at 60 grams in weight. And I remember when I thought, wow, Visconti Opera Masters were heavy. I've got Inotos that are 93 grams in weight. The weight of the cap, we are looking at just over 19 grams in weight. And then the weight of the body, and of course this isn't going to roll, we're looking at just over 40 grams in weight. So this is a heavy pen for sure. It's certainly not the heaviest pen in my collection though. But this really is a beautiful, beautiful pen. And I'm just glad that I've been saying for a while to myself that I need to write more with my Visconti Opera Masters and also my Viscontis. I've been writing a lot more with newer pens, but hopefully this will get me re-engaged with my Visconti Opera Masters. So I think with that, let's do a comparison with other pens. So from left to right, we have a Conway Stewart, and this is a Chatworth. We have a Cypress, and this is the Maquier Goldfish. We have an Anoto. This is the University of Oxford Vermeil. We have a Visconti Opera Master Savannah. We have a Visconti Opera Master Tobacco. We have a Visconti Opera Master Antarctica. We have a Visconti Leonardo da Vinci Machina. We have a Montegrappa Game of Thrones Winter is Here. We have a Visconti Last Templar Jacques de Molay. And we have a Mont Blanc Writer's Edition Jane Austen. So I think let's now go and do a writing sample. So this is the Visconti Opera Master Tobacco. I'm also going to put in here Turtle. There is a newer modern version of the Opera Master Turtle, which is more of a cracked ice kind of effect. Not, in my mind, as beautiful as this one. But this is a medium. And it's the older 18 karat gold nib. This was prior to Visconti switching to 23 karat palladium nibs. And then switching back to 18 karat gold nibs. The ink in here today is Ackerman SBRE Brown. And I really like that colour of ink. It's made by Diamine. In terms of line variation, I think we're putting down a Western medium line. I can push a bit more and probably get more towards a broad here. You can see the figure of eights here. And then if I do some more vertical lines, there's no hard starts or skips. So this nib is really well tuned. In terms of ink wetness, let's take a look. Yes. Now we'll do a horizontal pass. And why did I say yes? Because this is how I like my Viscontis. And this takes me back to why I started down the Visconti route. I like super wet nibs. And I cannot lie. These are very nice. Why do I like wet nibs? So the reason being is that The nib will glide over the ink as you're writing, and it will make it write smoother. And if there's no baby's bottom to the nib, then you're not going to get hard starts or skips either. What do I like? What do I not like about this pen? Well, I like it's a Visconti. I've not really bought any Viscontis for a while, and very glad that I could add this one to my collection. I always fell in love with the Visconti Opera Masters. I haven't really bought that many. I bought the Savannah, I bought the Antarctica, but I want to say that was at least 18 months, 2 years ago now. And very glad that I could add this one to my collection. I like the semi-translucent cap and body. I like the size, I like the weight, and I really like that it's got the older 18 karat gold nib, and I like how that nib writes. It's also a power vac filling system. It's also a double reservoir. It ticks all the boxes for me, and it writes really well, and that's the most important thing about this pen. So in terms of what do I dislike, nothing at all about this pen. It really, for me, ticks all of the boxes. I like the look of it, I like the weight, I like the size of it. It's just, I want to say perfect or perfection, but I have other pens that definitely are more perfect or perfection in terms of look, in terms of aesthetics, but there's nothing wrong with this pen that I can see or find. I bought it new old stock. It had never been inked up, and very glad of that from a private seller that was looking to sell it, and I made them an offer and they accepted. So there you have it. That's my unboxing review of the Visconti Opera Master Tobacco or Turtle in a medium 18 karat gold nib. Finally, after 6 years, managed to add one to my collection. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next pen video. Bye bye.